Gotta go. Girl talk.
Boom! Hard in. I
Hard
left it a little
in.
long. Left it a little long to see if people were gonna be like, "Oh, are they gonna do it?" But then I also then it clicked like, "Oh wait, so it doesn't get like so I can monetize it. I have to erase the song out on the replays."
Oh,
And I was like,
right.
"Oh, can't let it go too long." Oops. Hey everyone, welcome to Gotham City tonight. I'm Ryan Dole. I'm here with Alex Brewer.
How are you
Big
doing
week,
tonight, Ryan? Yeah,
dude.
a lot of
Okay, so
news.
yeah, a lot of news. Work's been busy. It was Fan Expo Vancouver this weekend. Do you want to see my one pickup?
Yeah, yeah.
Let's quickly do that, and then we're gonna
Whip
say
it
hi to
out.
the chat because we got a lot of news. We got a lot. DC was like, "Hey, let's load it up," and it's kind of funny. Like this week, I was thinking, "Oh, maybe we don't need to do an episode this week." And DC was like,
Yeah,
"Nice try,
I know.
punk."
Does DC have like a crush on us or something?
Oh, yeah, like they're obsessed with this show. That's what I feel like. All right. So went to Fan Expo. There was a table full of books. Just like it was huge. Like it was like the size of the 501st booth. And it was just nothing but art of books from all over the world.
Mm.
And I saw this and I was like, I could probably find this in Japan. But if I say that and don't buy it, I won't find it. So I'm just going to get it while it's here. And I got
Oh, nice.
this ROM to
Wah,
have
wah, wah,
art book.
wah.
It is awesome. So there's lots of just like store. Oh wait, there's already boobs. I gotta be careful. Gotta be
Wow,
careful.
that's awesome.
So
Yeah,
there's
Ranma 1/2 for the uninitiated.
that's right. So they got stuff like in color, and then they got all like storyboard. They break down the series and like, oh, this is what this happened. This is who this is.
That's awesome.
Beautiful full color pinups of everybody.
That
It's
great Rumiko Takahashi art.
yes, that's all it is. And
Wow.
it's so
She's
good.
so good.
So good.
It
She's
was
so
like
good.
Rama 1/2 was like one of the first like manga I remember reading because like it was like this is how old we are, but like manga was not, you couldn't just walk into any Barnes and Noble and find manga on the shelves when we were first getting into it. And so they
Correct.
had like all these like volumes of Ranma 1/2, and they were like in these like kind of bright color, like solid color bound volumes with kind of like waxy paper. Anyway, it was really fun. It's a great series. It's really funny. Yeah,
It's
definitely
so good.
recommend.
I like that they have like an ad here in the back, like buy the whole damn series.
Wow.
Yeah. And this is
That's
like
sick.
new because they're advertising Netflix in here
Oh, wow.
and all of that, which is why when I was flipping through it, I was like, oh, I bet you I could find this in Japan. But then I was like, if I was here, I'm here, and this is here now.
Well,
So
is that an imported book? Like it's a
it's
Japanese
it's imported, but I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna get it because if I don't, because I'm thinking I'll find it there, I won't find it there. But if I buy it, I'll also find it there and buy another one.
And
That's
what is it exactly? Is it is it like an art book, behind the scenes
so
magazine?
it says a Shonen Sunday graphic Ramna half memorial book.
Oh,
So
wow.
it's pretty much just like I said, it's just taking you through the series. And then as it takes you through everything that's happened in the series, it'll stop and it'll have like these full color splash page pinups, depending on where they are in the story that they're at that point.
Man, she cracked the code on drawing like hair from like curly hair from a 3/4 angle. Like it's just like that's so like those, it's so great. Like there's like such an appealing character design, and like so many of her characters have it. Looks awesome.
It's so good, and it reminded me too, just like how much I love some of these characters that we haven't seen show up in Netflix yet. So like they got the Christmas stuff.
I didn't even know the
This month.
Netflix show was out.
Oh, dude. It's so good. It's like, dude, it's almost like exactly the same, but different enough because it's the same voice actors and everything. So, but it's like, but it's just cleaner and brighter, and the animation is smoother because it's like just new, right? So
Yeah.
I
I
don't know.
remember like my friend was like they got like a tape or something of the anime, and I remember, so I was just like was thrown into the middle of it. I remember like watching it and be like, what, this is like guy turns into like a pig, and like there's like a
Yeah.
panda walking around, like and there's like it was just you know, the story is this kind of like soap opera, you know, it feels like I've missed, so there's so much to catch up on. What is this world of intrigue?
And however, you seem to catch up very quickly
Yeah.
on all the love triangles that are happening.
Yes,
And
yeah,
like,
exactly.
and to me, it was always so impressive how she managed to like keep track of all of that, because it's
Yeah.
like multiple stuff with like Kuno having a crush on the pigtailed girl that he doesn't know is Ramna because he's an idiot, but he also has a crush on Akane, but then he's always mad at Ramna.
Actually, yeah, it's a very like Spider-Man Peter Parker thing, where like Flash Thompson, like his like hero is Spider-Man and he hates Peter Parker, or
yeah.
like, or somebody hates Spider-Man and loves Peter Parker, like, you know, the double life.
So they always managed to do it really well. Or just, I even love how it's like when someone realizes when Ramna is both, and it's just like, it's like, it's just, no one can like, what the hell's going on? It's so good. All right, let's say a quick hello to the chat before we just turn this into Sawatome tonight. Which would be amazing to do for an episode. I think we should do it.
Yeah,
we should just talk about Ramna. I think it would be so great. All right, Dorlaxian is here, hoping to hear something about what biker mice from Mars. This is Gotham City tonight.
yeah, or Ranma 1/2 tonight.
Yeah. Tendo Dojo tonight.
Yeah.
Detroit Dave is here. Okay, so Detroit Dave, I'm gonna do a little side thing here. He posted in the YHS Patreon Discord. He got the Mezco 1/12 Power Rangers.
Oh, those looked really good.
They look so good.
Yeah.
They look so good.
Yeah.
I was looking at them and I was just like, I want to see someone take photos of them with the Mezco turtles.
Yeah. Yeah. How has that not happened yet?
Because I think the Power Rangers are just showing up.
Do you think Mezco would ever do Zords? Because like they've done mech suits, they've done giant mechs,
right? But now I kind of want to see if they'll do Kamen Rider.
Oh,
maybe that,
and VR Troopers,
Beetleborgs,
and SS Gridman or whatever.
Gosh, there's so many of that stuff that came out at that time. Stanley, are you coming down to Everett on Saturday? No, I'm going to avoid the States as much as I can for this foreseeable future. Well, at least until July, and I have no choice. Then I will be kidnapped and being told you are going. Navanjart? I hope I said that right. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Oh my gosh, yeah, he's already talking. Yeah, we'll get into that. We'll get into that one first. Do not worry. Derek Hoover is here. Andrew's Gady's Toys. yeah, we'll get into it. Dave is here. Cougar McGillicuddy, Video Power Gaming, Space Boy 78, Johnny Cock. Again, thank you for the wonderful pass for Fan Expo as well. It was great.
And Johnny was the big winner tonight on the Mondo Toy Talk, where we talked about Wolverine that just came from. He won a Wolverine.
What?
With his knowledge of Canada.
Wow. God, I wish I got to watch it. I was like working and then trying to watch, like I was actually watching like 3 streams at once. It was terrible. I paid attention to none of them because I was working. Yeah, I just had them on so everyone had the views. It just can't help it. That's what happens.
That's very kind.
It was kind, but also I was just, I don't know, not very nice. Nick Dillinger is here. The Professor of Ricketts, the Duke Booty, Bionic Funk is here. Deep Space Niner. There we go. Oh, my favorite dude. Did you see my Matt Bush pickups this week?
Yes. I'm trying to remember what it was.
Yeah, dude. So good.
Awesome.
All right. Zach Kinsella is here. Be sure to check out his Instagram as well. Feel free to drop that in the chat. It is awesome. Beautiful art on there. Thomas Crosby, Johnny Disco. Yeah. Ryan Dole, real deal. That's how you pronounce that. Chris Bobinski is here. Cone Killer Confusor. Flash 739. Who I am just gonna say is probably the new permanent co-host on Geek Dad Life. Quip is here. Quip. Right, is here. Stephen Lawrence, King Panther. Davey Sock Rocker is here. Gun is a simp for Dole. That's news to me, but I love it. I love it. The Deadheads is here. Tovercon, right, coming off the heels from the Mondo Toy Talk. Well, thank you, Mondo, for being the warm-up pre-show for tonight. Cute Cult is here. Shampoo, fuck the world, absolutely. Hiya, Shampoo, she's the best, man. She's the best. I love her. Yeah, thank you, everyone. Thank you for being here and hanging out. Hang on. One more thing about Ramna before we go. Yeah. Now I've opened up this floodgate. It's hard to close. The water's just pouring out. The
Akane, short hair or long hair? Where do you...
I was going to say, do you do dub or do you do original subtitles? Sub?
I'm a snob. I only do sub.
So for Ramna, I've done both, and I even like the dubbed voices of the original. The new ones, they have some of the same voices have returned, some of them haven't. But it's funny because like the moment I heard that Nabiki Tendo, like her voice was different from the original, I was like, sub it is. Because
that original voice cast for the original the Ranma dub, it was like all the iconic like voice actors from like every other cartoon, you know, like if memory serves, it was like Beast Wars voice actors were there, and you know, X-Men Evolution, everyone.
Right.
I remember Akane's father, I can't remember his name, but I remember thinking that vocal performance was so funny, and I want to say it was David Kaye, who's like the voice of Megatron in Beast Wars and Xavier and X-Men Evolution. Anyway, it was like always one of my favorite characters on the show.
It's dude. God. Yeah, we're gonna do Tendo Family Dojo tonight. We got it. Video Power Gaming, $4.99 super chat. Thanks so much. Look at this.
Thank you.
What did I tell you guys in the Discord chat, in the Patreon one? I said this will go straight to Alex's head. He's got a huge ego.
Yeah. Look out.
Yeah, look out. He's
not
world.
And Video Power Gaming, I saw was dropping some Sweezeway Sweeze in the chat earlier.
Oh, nice. Right? Putting her Sweezeway. Oh, I missed that in there.
Catching on.
It's catching on, right? Eventually it would. Right? But now that you fed his ego, I'm probably going to get beat when this stream is done. It's like, I'll get it. Like, check your phone. Why? Pow! I'm the captain now.
I'm gonna go full like Matt Hagen Clayface. Just like...
I was gonna say Freakazoid, where you travel through the internet.
Oh yeah.
That's a show that needs to come back because he could be like the human meme.
Yes,
right,
dude. That's brilliant. Where's Freakazoid in this era where everything is the internet? Everything is social
where everything
media
is the internet,
times.
And he fights misinformation. That should actually that's his villain. Misinformation. What is happening, dude?
We need to get you on a plane. We need to get in a room with, I guess, is it James Gunn? Because that was WB did Freakazoid back in the day. Like,
Steven
it's probably
Spielberg, James Gunn, Ryan Dole in a room. What could happen?
we just fixed it.
We just fixed the world.
Yeah.
Right? They'll be all of you, everyone in America will get your information back.
Freakazoid was ahead of his time. His time being now, being this time.
I agree. I think, dude, we're so there. Okay, should we get into this crazy news? Speaking of animation and Warner Brothers cartoons, which is also part of the family that is known as DC. All right, let's get into it. They announced a whole bunch of stuff. But let's start off
never
with the
talk
one that
superpowers on this show, so
we have the last. It feels like the superpowers has been on the thumbnail for the last 4 weeks, and I feel like this is what Craig goes through making toy anxiety thumbnails with real Ghostbusters every week. I have to tell him, stop it. We're not a Ghostbusters channel.
Is Jay gonna come like busting through the screen? Be like, wait a minute.
Yeah, I hope so. But this is me trying to see if he actually watches the show. Right? Oh, yeah, here we go. Toy Otter. Thank you, Toy Otter, for being here last week. Amazing episode for it looks like a lot of people watched it. And
we got to do a part 2.
We got to do a part 2.
Toy Otter returns.
Right? Yes, and they are making animation's a little different, but I mean it's still the same. All right, DC superpowers. We've already saw at the beginning, a lot of people already in the chat being like, yo, I'm not liking this. This isn't, like as Toy Otter said, this is not mine. What is happening? And let me tell you, I was also, when I saw this, I was like, oh my God, this is going to be like a retro Super Friends, but new style show. And like, without even reading it, I just saw the logo and I let my brain already make the decisions and set expectations that were already too high for any show. So this is my fault and probably yours. You, the viewer watching this right now, who was thinking the same thing I was. This is on us. This is our fault. We should have went in here with an open mind going, you know what? They're probably just going to use the stars and the powers, the superpowers name, and they're just going to make their own thing. But we didn't do that. And now look at us. Look at us now. Egg on our face.
Yeah.
Well, in Canada, it's still like $3 a carton, but for you guys, that's $16 of egg. Okay.
That's an expensive.
That's expensive egg on the face. Bird flu. It's real. Okay. Listen. Oh, now I'm talking like Craig. This is not good. This is how you know I'm upset. All right. DC Superpowers is in production at Warner Brothers Animation. This series takes place at the Alliance School for Heroes, where students level up their powers under the supervision of Principal Martian Manhunter in hopes of becoming the next generation of Earth defenders.
Oh, no.
Okay, so I look at this 2 ways. Okay? This is either going to be for like little kids, and it's going to be like Fisher Price style, like
DC superhero girls, like where it was like the doll line, and
maybe, but maybe for even younger, like maybe this is like Spider-Man and his friends, where it's like Spidey, Ghost Spider, and like whatever they called Miles something different too, just to help kids out. Hang on, Toy Otter's just going. Maybe I should send Toy Otter a link. Maybe he needs to come back on. I was also thinking this as well. I'm on the same with Quip here when I first started going, well, maybe it'll be like DC Sky High. Maybe it will be something for like an older, like 10 to 13-year-old audience.
Yeah, well, it's high school, so it's at least kids that would be thinking about high school in a few years,
Or maybe because it's James Gunn, we didn't see a rating on this. This could be rated R. This could be superheroes trying to get laid before prom. And if anyone has heard me talk about what I want to see in Star Wars and in X-Men, sign me up. I love a good
or
raunchy teen comedy coming of age story. They're the best.
Or maybe it's like a slasher movie, like a Scream or Halloween.
Right? So I was thinking maybe it could be any of that. Because Toy Otter, he's on a pedestal here on this channel. If there was someone I would nail to a cross and worship, it would be Toy Otter. That's probably really offensive to say. Anyways, Toy Otter. I'm actually fine with the show. Hope it doesn't like the toy line, but why revamp the logo yet to stay so close to the original? I agree. Yeah, he says hope it doesn't kill the toy line.
Well, that is a good point, because I do wonder, because they are appropriate. Like, clearly they took like the superpowers branding,
Yeah,
and instead of being like, okay, this is going to be something for people who grew up with that toy line, it's like, we're going to, just like this was the kid focused DC toy brand in the 80s, we're going to use that again for today.
yeah.
And so like this is like this possibly would be the version of the Justice League that comes with the like kid centric toy line that would follow. So like I mean I know that the DC license is like in flux, allegedly, but I could see like whoever ends up with it, it's like if they're making a superpowers line, it's for this show as opposed to probably what we all on this show hope for.
Okay, so I'm of two minds of this, because we've seen this a lot now. I feel like with Marvel and with Star Wars now at this point, I feel like they could do both. I still feel like they could do superpowers retros, which is the superpowers we want, like what we're looking for. And having talked to just people at McFarlane and at other toy companies, it seems that no matter who gets it, seem to want to continue this line. So I actually don't necessarily see it going anywhere. And this could end up in a completely different aisle, because again, if this is for end of like a younger audience, Chris Babinski brings up like Bat Wheels, which I'm surprised did not get a toy line, or maybe it did.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it seems like
it
seems like that would have been designed to drive toys,
right? But again,
or
like
literally cars,
because it's not targeted towards us or our demographic. Those toys or that show.
Yeah.
So maybe that's why there could be toys, and we don't know, because we don't go down the baby toy aisle, right?
But I'm trying to, this is the pessimistic take, but I could see this being in danger of kind of like corporate mandate, like, no, this is what the superpowers brand means now. We don't want to muddle the conversation by saying it's anything else.
Okay,
right?
So we're going to talk to first thing we do when we get to San Diego, Alex.
Yeah.
We go to Jim Lee's booth.
Yeah.
Wherever Jim Lee is, we find him. Or if he shows up at the Mondo booth, you make sure you message me right away.
As he's known to do.
He's known to do. You'd let me know so I can be like, hi, my name's Ryan Dole, Gotham City tonight. Let's talk about DC superpowers for one quick second. And then just make sure that he has our backs. As long as Jim Lee no one will say no to Jim Lee. I won't say no to Jim Lee. Quip, superhero girls was great. I agree with that.
And there was another one, right? There was like another like kind of more kid friendly, where they're like in high school, and it's is Lauren, it was like a specific artist that like redesigned like Supergirl, Batgirl, and Wonder Woman, and they were like friends.
Yes.
And I think they did a whole spin-off show that was like very cartoony and kind of like flash animation. Is this ringing a bell?
Kind of. Like, I think I remember the comic, I think, more than the show.
Lauren Faust. Yeah. Lauren Faust from My Little Pony.
Oh,
they did like it, but it wasn't superhero girls, if I remember correctly. It was like its own thing.
Right.
I mean, I know there was like short films, but I think they developed it into a Cartoon Network show, I want to say.
Yeah, I like I like this. Navinjart. God, I hope I'm saying that right. Imagine X had a more diverse line than McFarlane, though. Sorry, that's just really funny to me. Yeah, let's see. And Allison Troy, who is a brilliant mind of information. Be sure to go follow all her socials and YouTube as well. She does all the research for Dan Larson and Jay Gladfelter on Toy Geeks podcast. They don't even have a show without this woman, so I hope she gets paid the most if they make money. The license with McFarlane is up soon. WB seems to move it every few years. Hasbro, Mattel, McFarlane, etc. It's not realistic to assume McFarlane will have it much longer anyway. I mean, I think everyone but Shiny Plastic People, who's not here, I think everyone but Shiny Plastic People is kind of hoping for that anyways. Chris Bruno's, I was going to bring this one up too. Teen Titans Go worked great because it's not about their superpowers and they don't take themselves too seriously. That was a super fun show anyways. So yeah, I think we're just gonna have to go into this with an open mind and just take some deep breaths.
Yeah, no, totally. It's just it's the premise sounds fine because like people pointed out, it's like X-Men Evolution was cool, and Clone High, Teen Titans Go, like have more of a, they're not pandering right to its audience, right? So it could be fun, but I just seeing that appropriation of the superpowers branding makes me think that this is going to be their like targeted kid thing, right? I feel like probably what we would like to see would be something more like what like Venture Brothers is to Johnny Quest.
Yes,
getting something like that to like a Venture Brothers version of Super Friends kind of thing.
Has that retro style, but like kind of newer humor, that kind of
right,
that kind of thing. Let's go on to the next one. This one was close to having Oops All Women on this show.
Yeah.
We're gonna work towards. This is amazing. So Lexi, for any of you who remember Lexi, who's like one of my original hosts on here as well, she had big thoughts and big feelings about this. I just want to read this quote from her because I thought it was really, really good. Starfire makes friends with Princess Amethyst from Gem World. Oh my God, this is going to be such a phenomenon.
Wait, say that again. That last word again.
Femininomenon.
Sick.
I like that. I think it's a song, but she wrote it out, and then when I say it, it's a lot of fun to say.
Yeah.
So, Johnny Cock, you missed my super chat. Okay, well, let's get back to it then. Johnny Cock, $5, and he's being needy. So, just kidding. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat.
You.
Thanks for hanging out and watching my booth when I went to the bathroom. That was like 3 minutes. You're like the fastest peer I know. Okay. Alex, what Canadian snacks do you need at WonderCon?
Is Coffee Crisp, is that your guys' thing?
Yep, that's an us thing.
Coffee Crisp.
Do you have Crunch bars down there?
Yeah, like a Nestle Crunch.
No, these are like Cadbury Crunch bars where they're like they're like sponge toffee and covered in chocolate.
No, we do not have that.
They are phenomenal.
Nice.
Not phenomenal.
And are you guys Toblerone?
We are. We're Toblerone friendly. Right. Yeah, we are. We used to have this restaurant called Swiss Chalet, and at Christmas time, if you ordered like their like chicken Christmas dinner kind of thing, because it was like a fancy chicken rotisserie restaurant, then you'd get a free Toblerone. I should try to find those commercials.
Dang.
Yeah, it was like a big deal. You don't even know. You don't even know. Do you guys have mini eggs? Like, do you guys have Cadbury mini eggs? Is that a thing?
Yeah, I think we have all the Cadbury stuff by this point.
Oh yeah. By the way, Kevin toying around. Thanks for being here. Also, be sure if you haven't checked out what Kevin was streaming today, you should. He was unboxing his figures that came with the ghost. He cracked it open. He just was like, "No, I'm going to open and play with these toys." And
like a true rebel.
Absolutely. But yeah, there it is. There's the upcharge. Okay.
Anyway, Starfire.
I can't wait to see the character designs in this.
Yeah,
I'm probably more excited to see that more than anything.
this font alone is
This
amazing. This
font
logo.
is so good. If she gets a comic book from this or whatever, even if it's just regular Starfire, I want this to be the new title.
It's
I
very
think-
like Looney Tunes. Like like these, all of these like have the kind of like Warner Brothers vibe. It reminds me of when like Cartoon Network was doing some creative like short film stuff
Yeah.
with DC characters and like pushing the designs in new directions. Like I love that DC does this with their animation.
Yeah. Oh, same here. And just even the font too, it's kind of reminding me a little bit about Teen Titans Go.
Mm-hmm.
Just a little
Well,
bit.
yeah. Do you think it'll be that Starfire?
I don't
Like,
know, but
it's
if
not
if
like
they,
it doesn't say it's a spin-off or anything, does it?
right, but even if they use the same voice actress like they do for like, you know, when
Hynden
Kevin
Welch.
Conroy would just do Batman's.
Yeah.
Yeah, if they use this, yeah, if they use her for this, I won't be mad. It's Starfire. I mean, I think there's
that's the
I think
perfect voice
I-
for the
yeah.
character.
And she's a great character to get an animated series. I will say this, out of all the ones that are announced, all of them, I think well, I guess Martian Manhunter's the main character, like the main character that we know, right? But we don't know who all the characters are on Superpowers. However, where is my Wonder Woman animated series? Right? Which is going to lead me to the next one. Which I think this is awesome because now we're going to branch out. We're going to do some world building on another cartoon that I think is absolutely amazing. And I hope everybody is watching it because it's so good. My Adventures of Superman is going to expand into My Adventures with Green Lantern.
So do you think that is this like a spin-off from that world?
I would assume so. It's the same font,
Mm-hmm.
right? The My
It's
Adventures
an Adventures with.
right? And this is not Hal or Kyle or Guy. This is going to be Jessica Cruz.
Yes.
All right. Which I'm cool with. Oh, yeah. We gotta talk about this at some point tonight too. We're gonna try and sneak that in.
Oh, I've not heard of that.
Oh, the dude, it's so sad. Okay, anyways,
The
no sadness right now.
Yeah, and this
fun.
is also like a high school age Jessica Cruz, right? Like it's another.
See, I didn't read about it. I just knew it was Jessica Cruz.
I think there's.
I just
in
haven't had
the,
time.
the thing you texted me.
We are poor news people, folks.
Yeah.
All right. We did not. We're going to talk about this, but we're not going to do our research.
My Adventures with Green Lantern is the series will follow high school student Jessica Cruz, who has her life upended when a Green Lantern power ring falls from the sky and chooses her to be its champion.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm down.
It's cool.
Yeah, I'm totally down.
But does she go to the same high school as the other superpowers people? Is this going to be a connected universe?
That'd be fun. I'd be okay with that. But yeah, someone just said on OA, the Davy Sock Rocker, all the lanterns going to OA High.
Yeah.
I would absolutely watch that. Actually, do you know what?
Kilowog is the football star.
Yeah, why not?
I think Nort as the nerd.
Yeah. Oh my. Yeah, and Chip. Right.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Got
the hyperactive Chip. Here's my real quick pitch for a Green Lantern animation. Sounds like the appropriate form.
Okay.
Like Zootopia, but Green Lantern. So it's like Green Lantern, like like kind of like a police force, like a squad of 2 Green Lanterns, Hal and John, or John and Jessica, whoever you want to, have.
Whoever it is, just team. Have John in there.
Yeah. John and Guy, and they're they work in a city that is made up of all different beings and aliens from across the galaxy, all living together in one like space metropolis. And they're just like they're helping people out of jams, but you get that kind of like Zootopia, like what would a city that has to accommodate all kinds of alien races and species look like? I guess it's a little bit like the beginning of that Valerian movie where it's like the city of the
Yeah,
thousand.
it would be. Yep.
But like that, but like
We
Green
don't talk about that
Lanterns.
comic enough, though, either.
Yeah, I know. Like
We
inspired
should.
Star Wars and stuff. Yeah, that's
we
a
should
great
totally.
a great one.
This is where my mind was going too. Police Academy in space.
Yeah, you've got like the full the Lantern Corps. They're just like one of them's doing
Yeah.
sound effects.
Green Lantern Callahan, sign me up. No, I'm totally for it. I'm kind of hoping someone just brought up. Well, we don't need a nudist colony of Red Lanterns. I think we're good. But I do kind of hope to see, not in maybe the first season, if this show does well, I would love for them to kind of like go out into the spectrum of all the different lanterns, or at least have like, even if all of them don't appear, like if Starfleeze doesn't appear, I won't. Well, if none of them appear, I won't be mad. But it would just be kind of fun if a Blue Lantern shows up.
Yeah, or Star Sapphire.
Star Sapphire. Oh, Star Sapphire has to show up, right?
Oh, wait, why is Star Sapphire a pink lantern? Shouldn't she be blue because of Sapphire? Chat, help me.
You know
out.
what?
Help me out with this DC, this so-called DC universe.
And Alice Troy, help us out. Yeah, I'm sure she has the answers to this. I love Star Sapphire. I have that one comic where she's stepping on Superman's head, and that's the angle where you're looking up at her, and it's just like the corner is just Superman in his boot, or in her boot. It's the best. It's so good. That's but yeah, that's some of the news. Hang on, some of them didn't have graphics.
Yeah,
I want to get into it.
Yeah. Let's dig in.
Let's dig in.
And is this like from the desk of James Gunn? Like where are these reports coming from?
I don't know.
Hollywood Reporter is the source on this.
Hollywood Reporter is the source. So okay. The following DC projects have had problems in development. All right. So this is where we have issues, not just monthly issues, but just issues. Waller, still haven't cracked the scripts yet. It's Amanda Waller. How hard can it? Amanda Waller is like probably one of the easy. Like
I don't know. It's like a great supporting character, like a great mysterious. I mean, I mostly know Waller from like Justice League Unlimited, and great character in that show. But I don't know if like, I mean, I don't know. Maybe there's a whole show to make out of that. But
I think she should start a talk show and it should just be Oprah, but she's just a jerk. I think that would be great. You don't get a car, and you don't get a car. In fact, I'm taking your car. That would be amazing. Okay. Booster Gold. Showrunner almost joined but lost interest.
Like, what? Who is this showrunner? Who was like, no thanks. Like,
hey, I know Warner Brothers and James Gunn is watching. You got two showrunners right here.
Full of ideas.
You just heard mine earlier.
But am I wrong? Like Booster Gold is about a guy from the future who's a custodian in a museum, and based on his like historical, he has just enough knowledge from like seeing the displays in the museum that he can go back in time and pretend to be a superhero. That's great.
Yes.
That's a great setup for a show, movie, what have you. Don't squander that. Like who's like, take it. I was momentarily interested and then I moved on.
Yeah, it's I don't know. To me, it also writes itself. He's got a sarcastic droid who has all knowledge.
Floaty thing.
And then you get an opportunity to bring in Ted Cord. I mean,
yes, and then you've got the buddy comedy of like, I mean, Wolverine and Deadpool, they did okay with the superhero buddy comedy, but
Right.
Booster Gold and Blue Beetle, like, you know, now you're.
I think Booster Gold and Blue Beetle, if done right, could be the new Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker.
Yes, listen to this man.
James Gunn, I'm right here.
Yeah,
I'm
call
right here.
him.
Hang on, we're getting corrected as we do. All right, Andrew, it's Star Sapphire, which reacts to different lights depending on your local star. And that was all completely
Yeah.
made up.
Sounds
like
like
that.
a rationalization
Right?
if ever I heard one.
Johnny Disco also giving a shit. It's a Star Sapphire, not an Earth Sapphire.
Right. It's also too close to Starfire. It's like, get your own thing.
You get your right? Or Jackie Chan and Owen Wilson.
Yeah, Shanghai Noon.
Shanghai Noon. Why not?
But yeah, I mean, like, the Justice League Unlimited episode with Booster Gold.
It's so good.
Yeah, it is gold. Like, watch. How could you watch that and be like, I don't see anything for this character?
Right? I actually, another character that would, because of Justice League Unlimited, actually ended up introducing me to a lot of characters I would have never cared about. I think there's a lot there with Vigilante and Shining Knight as well.
Oh, it's been a while. It's been a while. I remember every
it's a
character
cowboy and a shining, like, it's a knight, a medieval knight and a cowboy.
Vigilante, he's got the red handkerchief and he's got a cool look.
Yeah, rides the motorcycle, but that's like.
And Shining Knight, I always thought was the knight from Dragon Slayer, the Don Bluth video game.
Yeah, they look so similar. All right, next one on the list here, The Authority. The script had a harder time coming along. That I believe.
Yeah.
But that to me even still felt like, whoa, you're doing The Authority? That's pretty bold.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. It's interesting because I feel like, The Authority, like, a lot has been done. Basically, it's like, how do you make it not The Boys? Like, like during that whole 2000s period, like, people hit the sort of like superhero deconstruction, like, what if the JLA were jerks? Like,
well, that's how we got the
pretty
Ultimate,
hard.
right?
Ultimates, yeah. Ultimates was basically just The Authority again. Like, so certainly in the comic book world, that was pretty well explored territory. And then The Boys just kind of beat everyone to market, right? In the TV space. And so now I feel like it's probably pretty hard to distinguish yourself and not just feel like a clone.
Right.
To most people, right?
I think the only ones that could probably get away with it to be similar but different, because to me, I think that world is scarier than the world of The Boys, and that is Earth 3 Crime Syndicate.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Because there is no rules. Like, they are not. They don't try to hide it. They don't try to present themselves as anything other than what they are, which are these super powered assholes.
Yeah.
Toy Otter, if you've got any spare time and you want to make superpower renders of the Crime Syndicate, please do. Just gonna throw that out there.
Yeah, I know. It's right.
That. Thank you. But yeah, I still think the Crime Syndicate could probably stand on its own. And again, if they ever did anything with this Crime Syndicate, I want it to be a full-on horror movie. Like, I want it to be scary, and I want it to be like,
they'd be great villains if this DC cinematic universe builds to kind of a Avengers Endgame level conflict.
Do you want to hear my pitch for that?
Yeah, by all means.
I want it to be the Snyderverse Justice League playing the Crime.
Yes,
that's what I want. I want Gal Gadot to play Superwoman, even though Superwoman's Lois Lane. I know it should be
I mean, it could just be those versions of the characters. I mean,
Right?
you've got Superman that like has murdered a guy.
Yeah.
You've got like, very dark and morally dubious versions of all the characters.
Yeah. And I was just even thinking, like, what's his face? Oh my God, why am I forgetting his name? Played the Flash. He was all over the news for
Yeah,
bad
Ezra
reasons.
Miller.
Just have Ezra Miller play himself.
Both of them. Both the Flashes.
Right? But even just have him like not play his version of the Flash. Have him play him having a bad day at the mall getting approached. Right? Like like just do
Go
that.
full meta.
Go
very
full meta. I don't see why not. I think it would be great. Hang on. Toy Otters here saying Frank Vizetta was the original artist on Shining Knight. Sir Justin.
Okay.
Right? I'm liking that. Right? I agree with this. Planetary is great. Zach's saying they should do Planetary instead.
Yeah.
I agree. Davey Sockrocker, Authority versus Crime Syndicate. Has this been done yet? We need it.
But the only thing, like the thing, all right, so this is what you do for the Authority movie. It's just the issue where they fight like their version of the Avengers. You know, with like, it's like, done. Just do that. Just do like the thing is just like a total like, yeah, we get it. It's like, let's make fun of the competition.
Let's do it. Right. That, Navanjart, Justice Lords versus Crime Syndicate. They're pretty almost the same thing. Almost like Justice Lords is like the PG version of Crime Syndicate.
Oh, was Justice Lords like the alternate timeline from Justice League?
Yeah. Also, those are great episodes, by the way.
Yeah.
It's like, especially when like Lex like catches up. Spoiler alert. Lex is he's seeing all of this happen in front of him. So now his whole thing is like, I'm going to become president. I'm going to kill the Flash, and I'm going to recreate this world where I am a leader.
Wow.
And it's good stuff for a Saturday morning cartoon. Let me tell you that.
I remember it's like they have like Superman was like using his laser vision to lobotomize all the like Arkham villains. Like it's like
dude,
very dark.
It was so good. Yeah. Justin Mohan, I think Ultraman is the villain in the new Superman movie. He has toys.
People said it was the guy in the suit that he's fighting. You see him fighting in the like football field or whatever.
Tovercon. No more Gal Gadot, please. Davey Sockrocker, the Snyder Bros are fuming right now. Hey, I highly doubt any Snyder Bros are watching. And usually when they are, and I say anything about them, what was it? We were talking about the new Superman, and on one of the past episodes, and somebody left a comment of the new Superman is trash, Henry Cavill forever. And I'm just like, he's still here. Henry Cavill's still here. Should Henry Cavill play the new James Bond? I think so.
Yeah. I mean, Man from U.N.C.L.E., like he's so good in that movie. Like playing, a side of him that we don't get to see that much.
Yeah, I agree. The last piece of news that came out for announcements, because this to me, I feel like this is the main event. We have to kick it off like a good concert, right? You start Taylor Swift with one of her good songs people like, and then you end it with the most popular. I can't name her songs. I was trying to use that as an analogy.
Yeah.
Thinking that I knew anything about Taylor Swift. I don't. That's a problem.
Does this mean we're going to do an encore as well?
Well, we might. We seem to a lot these days. Be like, oh, we forgot one thing. Then we come back. James Gunn confirms a Teen Titans movie is in the works. Anna Najuria, Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, is developing the script. Well, again, I just want to see who the team's going to be. And are they going to play it safe and give us like live action Teen Titans Go? Like use that team? It's the most well known.
Or is it going to be like Donna Troy and Speedy and Kid Flash?
Hey, and I'm okay with that too. I would actually love it if it took place in the 60s.
Oh, well, do like a Fantastic Four,
Do like Fantastic
riff, yeah,
Four and just do the 1960s
because
jiving.
there was that live action Teen Titans show that was essentially like it was the Teen Titans Go characters done in live action and kind of gritty and dark. So like we've seen like a pretty
Oh
good
yeah, I
looking
guess so.
Nightwing costume and even
That's
like
true.
Jason Todd and like uh but yeah, I mean I think it'd be cool to see something a little different, a little I don't know, retro, or maybe
Yeah.
it's set in the future. Maybe it's like that Adam Warren Teen Titans like what like do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know
There's
what you're
like
talking about.
like a short one-off comic, and it was like set in the far future and with like a futuristic team of Titans, and it was amazing.
There's a lot I think you can do with Teen Titans. You could, again, it's had so many members like X-Men that I feel like you can go pretty far with it. And depending if they're trying to do it like a present day thing, maybe this is because they said there's going to be a Bat family, right? So maybe it'll be Tim Drake or Damian, like
Ooh,
in these
Damien,
Teen Titans,
yeah.
right? No, we all sit there and go, no, ooh, Tim Drake. That's what we're okay, anyways, these are my I don't know. I'm excited to see, again, just seeing how like they've like this new DC, just the gun universe has already made all these announcements, and as you see, we're 2 years later, we're already kind of getting some retractions on stuff.
Yeah.
They make a bunch of announcements. We haven't seen any updates for like Green Lanterns,
right?
Like that live action show. Like there's a lot that we haven't seen anything from.
Do you think that will be set on like a Zootopia-esque city with all walks of intergalactic life? I'm talking like a city where everything is the Mos Eisley Cantina. Just everywhere you look, it's just like everything. And they got to figure out like where you put handcuffs on a Splozoid.
You'll find no larger hive of law and order than the Oa Cantina. I think, right here. Toy Otter, Green Lanterns is filming now. They did an update somewhere. Oh, see, this we're terrible at the news thing, okay?
Yeah.
We're just terrible, right?
But
Kevin, Titans was a good show. You liked it.
Yeah, people liked it.
Right? Flash 739, Judas Contract, another great story. There's a lot they can do. There's so much
Tara, right? Yeah, Tara hasn't shown up, I don't think.
Right. Davey Sockrocker, so that means they're going to be casting their Batman. Yeah, we haven't heard. Hey, you got two Batmans right here. We could show run Booster Gold and we can both play Batman. Trust me, folks. We'll do really good. We'll be really, really good at it. Like, you've heard our voices. You could totally picture that as Batman.
We're both Batman.
We're both Batman.
We're Batman.
I don't want to do that, Batman.
You've heard of Green Lanterns. We're Batmans.
I'm beginning to think that maybe after I did my commercial, maybe I should be playing Bibbo and be an informant for Clark Kent.
Dude, if we could get Bibbo in the movie and get Brad Garrett to play him.
Oh, yes. I was even thinking even Michael Chiklis would be good.
Oh, yeah.
He'd be good too. There's a lot of good choices.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Batman Inc. Batman Inc. That's right.
Let's take our time. We don't need to rush into Batman Inc. All at once here.
That was a fun concept though for a little while.
Yeah.
It got convoluted really fast.
It was very Iron Man of Bruce Wayne to do.
Yeah. I was like, I'm funding Batman. Uh-huh. Sure, bud. Okay. Other big news this week. Marvel and DC announced crossovers are back. I don't know if you heard that.
I may have.
So they just pretty much said there's going to be crossovers. Again, I have a feeling we're going to get our first big peek and look at what it's going to be in San Diego. Maybe WonderCon next month because they've already announced it now in February. So maybe it'll be at one. So it could be at WonderCon, could be at San Diego. Remember, don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell so you never miss an episode. So when we talk about crossovers, you won't miss it. How was that for transition? That was pretty good. But here's the best part. all these
Ooh.
current artists are doing fan art, and this is Clayman doing Dark
Oh
Claw,
wow.
and I love it.
It
With
looks
the yellow rain.
it's amazing. Yeah, look, it looks this looks like pre amalgam. Like this is like if they had done amalgam in like the early 90s, right? Or the late 80s
Yes, because he's
even.
doing the blue. They're doing the blue, gray, and like yellow, and it's just like,
Yeah.
dude,
It's
this
funny.
has me
I didn't know this was Clayman right away. Like it looks like Mike Diodato to me.
right. Like it's so good. I'm really hoping to see more current artists
Uh,
just go for it.
uh,
Excuse me.
uh.
No, it's not golden. It's yellow. It's different.
Don't
God
piss
damn
on
it,
my
Davey.
back and tell me that it's raining.
Yeah. That'd be awesome.
He's fighting the
yeah.
Whistler.
Nice. That's good. Because there's the Wizard in what, in
Ah,
Marvel?
yeah,
He's a Silver
probably.
Age character, I think. Yeah. Someone will know. But this is great. I want to see just more of this, especially if I want to see like, oh my gosh, why am I blanking on the name? It's just gonna bug me forever. God damn it, Dole. You never remember names right when you're on the spot like this.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Right.
there's so many amazing artists, right? But give me where's my I'm just gonna say Frank Cho, because he's a great pinup artist. I want to see him
Yeah.
draw Amazon.
Oh yeah. So, like
Like,
perfect.
do
Yeah.
an Amazon cover.
Yeah, Adam Hughes. Like he. I mean, he'd probably just do the cover, right? But that'd be cool.
Right. Well, both of them would probably just do the cover. But again,
Nightfall be
a lot of the
interesting.
best pinup artists. Yeah.
Maybe
Nightfall.
yeah, maybe he'll go up against my original character Vane, who's a combination of Bane and Venom.
God, I hope DC and Marvel both watch our shows and are like, hey, this guy had some good ideas.
I gotta repost my thing. Yeah, like Harley Pool.
Harley Pool. Yeah, I like this. Super Showers. Not make that logo as well. Super Showers. Amalgam
well
Super
done.
Showers action figures.
Well done.
Right. The Dave new amalgams with newer characters. Absolutely. Mine is still the X-23 Damien.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wayne 23. That's
yeah.
To me, it's just like a given. Right. The Harley Gwen. Right. Kevin toying around. This better lead to toys. A man can dream.
Well, it'd be interesting. Would you like super? They should do the superpowers style Marvel characters and like Toy Biz style DC characters.
Okay. Do you want to hear this? First off, I never thought of that, and I love it. Because you know how they did, like, imagine like a Toy Biz style Lobo the Duck. I'm in.
Yeah.
I am in. Hang on. This just sidetracked me. Toy Otter. Do any Marvel characters have pets? What's up with that? There is. Falcon's got a Falcon.
Right.
Shadowcat's got Lockheed.
Lockheed, yeah, one of the best.
Right. There's the dog from Inhumans.
Lockjaw.
Lockjaw. Yeah, thank you. There's more. God, I know there's more.
There's the Thor frog.
Throg.
Yep. They did a whole they did like a whole comic.
Red Wing isn't a pet.
Well, neither is Lockheed for that matter.
Well, and Zabu would be a good one.
Yeah.
Right. What about Devil Dinosaur?
Oh, yeah, Devil Dinosaur for sure. Lucky the pizza dog.
That's
the shark, the little
Jeff.
Is it Gwen?
The land shark?
Gwenpool? Yeah, Jeff the land shark.
Right. Yeah. See, Pet Avengers is a good book. Okay.
Tippy Toe, Squirrel Girl's squirrel.
Oh, yep, there it is. Right.
Oh, yeah.
Lucky for sure. Right. Okay, let's go back to this for a second. Red Wing isn't a pet. No, not technically. Red Wing is a partner. I get that. But Red Wing is still an animal. So you could still do like Crypto Wing.
Yeah.
Where it's a winged dog.
Sure.
Are we doing that? Are we doing Wuzzles? Are we doing? Is that where I'm going? I don't know where I'm going with
We need
this.
to get who is it? Like Buana Beast? Who's the guy who like can combine animals?
Oh,
That's
that's
his whole
yeah.
power.
Well, I think you want a beast. That's right.
Yeah, yeah.
So, wait,
He can help
hey,
out.
hey. So Beast Boy is a pet. Got it. No, Beast Boy turns into pets. It's a
Well,
completely different thing, right? He's kind of a pet. I would own a Beast Boy, right? Freedom Beast, right? Fusors, right? That's what the.
Yeah.
Anyway, we have completely sidetracked here. The I was gonna say it would be really funny if Amalgam was its own license.
Yeah.
So let's say in a perfect Ryan Dole world where Hasbro has Marvel, Mattel has DC, Mattel's just killing it. We're getting the DC legends we've always dreamed of. And then Jada comes in and does Amalgam figures. Right? Like, or the company's problem is Warner Brothers and Disney don't work well together. I think that's the big problem. And this is what's going to end up.
I don't know. I saw Mickey Mouse and Bugs Bunny hanging out in Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
That's true.
Don't tell me they can't get along.
But when you hear about the behind the scenes stuff of that, it was all sorts of crazy shit. So I'm just like,
it was a Betty Davis, Joan Crawford situation.
Yeah, everyone had to have this
1,000.
Yeah, it was just like, hey, everyone needs to have equal time, equal amount of lines, blah blah blah. It was all this crazy stuff. Same thing was happening with Wreck-It Ralph, which is why they went with, we're not going to do video game characters anymore. That was a mess. So we're just going to do the internet. No one has rights to the internet, so we'll just do that. So yeah. So I think because in a perfect world, I would do like Hattel, where it's Hasbro and Mattel and the combined logos to do Amalgam figures. And then whoever their brand managers are, I would mesh them as well.
Yeah.
I think
yeah.
Or you do what they did in Amalgam or Marvel versus DC, where it was like, what was it? They just did the Daily Planet, but there was people from the Daily Bugle that worked at the Planet.
Yeah.
So like Jimmy wasn't really there. It was Peter Parker was their photographer. Right. So they did things. So you could do things.
Yeah, it was like sometimes, like Bruce Wayne was a agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. Like, so he wasn't combined with anyone, but he was working for a different, agency.
Yeah. So they were doing that. So you could do like Hattel fan first creations, or like creation
lab.
Yeah. Right. Like I don't know. I feel like I don't know why I am fantasy booking.
Yeah, can we get a create? When are we gonna get a creation lab of Gigantoman?
Yeah,
like make it happen.
It's I don't know. I'm starting to now just be like, where's my Ryan Ting Amalgam figure with with someone from Mattel? Good God, can we get it? Can we make that happen? God, I've lost it. All right. Dan Mora posted this today as well.
Oh, so cool.
I'm trying to get off of Amalgam before I just go down this rabbit hole just forever. This is, again, I see this and I go, yeah, it writes itself. Spider-Man, Batman. And I actually don't even think we've ever had a proper crossover of these two.
No. And they are more alike than any of the other characters,
right?
Yeah, I mean, I wonder if I could see them amalgamating different heroes this time around. I guess if you combine Batman and Spider-Man, you just get Batman Beyond, right? Like,
kind of.
It would kind of be a waste.
What would it be? Would you just call him Spider-Bat?
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
Or
Man.
Hey, here's a drawing challenge for next week. You can tonightgotham@gmail.com. That's our email. If you want to draw us your own amalgam of Spider-Man and Batman, draw one, send it to us. We'll feature it next week. I was
Yeah.
going to take next week off. But if we get, let's put it this way, if we have next week off, that means none of you did anything and
Yeah.
didn't send me a goddamn thing. If
Well-
we have an episode next week, that's what we're going to do. We're going to feature that.
Yeah. So either, yeah. So or should we also open it up to if you just have an amalgam character
Yeah.
you want to draw?
If you have an
send that
amalgam,
in.
yes, one that never got mashed up before. If you want to switch them up, if you
Yeah.
want to do Wonder Woman, Captain Marvel, right? Wonder Marvel. If you want to do that,
Yeah.
if you want to do, man, that one just came right out. That's like a
Right.
low-hanging fruit one right there. That's bonkers to me. How did that not happen? Or if you want to do like Jane Foster, Thor, and like Green Lantern, like,
Yeah.
do it.
Yeah.
Do it.
Send
Have
it
fun
in.
with it. Yes.
Just no fan art, no like Spider Boy fan art or anything like that.
I'm trying to think of I want to see, who would you amalgamate with Miles Morales? Because he's got spider powers, but a slightly different set.
This is stressing my Superman knowledge.
Right. Because I was even thinking, like, I know they did Connor and Spider-Man in the first one to make Spider-Boy.
Right. Yeah.
Right. But I was thinking, like, trying to kind of go a little bit outside the box a little bit. But I thought, what if they did Miles and Damian? I know I keep saying X-23.
Or I was going to say Miles and Tim Drake. Like,
Miles
they seem
either
more
way
similar. Yeah.
Like Miles and a Robin, I think would be amazing. But I think you're right. I think Tim Drake is like his closest parallel in the fact that they're both like these geniuses.
Right.
They're smart kids.
And Robin is similar to Spider-Man, it's like kind of a teenage version of Batman leading the double life thing.
Right. Static Shock. That's one. That's like Static Spider or Spider Shock.
Dude. That's just a cool, it's got like a stinger of effect.
I think that would work.
That's an idea right there.
I like that, right? And and you could do
and his dad is Electro. That's why he has electric powers.
That's what, oh man. Electro Davis, his dad. That'd be all right. Miles and Granny Goodness. No. So funny, but no. This is a good one too from Toy Otter. Spider-Gwen and Spoiler.
Yeah.
Those two costumes mash up as well. So again, you could do Into the Robinverse, which I think would probably also be fun in its own way if you really wanted to like.
Oh yeah. I mean, they should just do that.
They should just do that.
There's been more, almost as many Robins as Spider people, so why not?
So why the hell not? I'm with you on this, right? Like you could do SPDR Robin.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Right? Penny Grayson. Come on.
It's like a robot bird.
Yeah. With spider legs. Yeah. I don't know. I think there's a lot there. I think it's exciting. I know usually this is a bad sign when they say we're going to do crossovers. That usually what I've learned from Cartoonist Kayfabe, rest in peace, Ed Piskor. What I've learned from that channel is that usually when when they do mass crossovers, that means comics aren't usually doing well and they're trying to do this to pick up sales.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I can see why. I'm pretty sure comics and everything took a big dip since 2020, and I would not doubt that. And I know comics are usually struggling because especially now people are like, well, I'll just go to the movies. I don't need to read comics.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's not like the comic. Again, I still think theaters should be advertising comics to go with the movies every time.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. But I also feel like this is just this concept of Marvel and DC mixing it up. There's a whole audience of fans who came into this through the MCU and the DCU, like who weren't reading comics in the 90s, who maybe weren't even alive in the 90s. And this is all new to them, and seeing an image where Spider-Man's hanging out with Batman and it's an official comic book artist, comic book image, like that's like that's new to a whole new generation of fans and people becoming aware of this stuff. So
Yeah, because it wasn't until like what, the early 2000s where both companies kind of just went, because sales were going through the roof because the writing was so good. Because Ultimate Spider-Man was the Ultimate Universe was just killing it.
They got all those British writers to
All
come
those,
in, or
well,
Scottish writers to come in, and
there was Hush that was happening, plus the Ultimate Universe. Everybody was kind of winning. And then they kind of said, well, we don't need to do crossovers anymore. Then Marvel got bought by Disney and they said, and we'll never do them again. So you're right. There's probably about 2 generations worth of readers that have never gotten anything like this.
Yeah.
And I think you're absolutely right. I think this is something that I think this is going to be a lot of fun, and I'm hoping it's really special. Plus, the art and writing talent that we have today is amazing.
Yeah.
Right? Hang on. There's this too. Kate Bishop and spoiler. I actually think Kate Bishop and Barbara Gordon would be my mashup.
Oh yeah.
Right?
100%.
And get Babs Tarr on that shit.
Yeah.
ASAP. Get her back. That's what I would want. Okay. Death Lomac instead of Deathlock.
Oh,
right.
nice.
An OMAC. I think that's pretty good. At least cool. I think I said that right. Did the Adam and Ant-Man ever become Adamant? I wish.
And that's what Wolverine's bones are made out of. Darklaw's bones are laced with adamantium.
Nice. Boo, but nice. Dave, this is brilliant. Dial A for Agamotto. Oh. I think that is really clever.
Yes, because it would all be like different paranormal, Lovecraftian creatures that he turns into, right?
Right. And Dial H for Hero was the cleanup crew. So imagine this cleanup crew of wizards who come in to clean up.
Oh. No, I was thinking Dial H is like, it's like Ben 10. It's like, it's right. It's like every time they do the dial, they turn into a different superhero.
Oh, I thought Dial H for Hero was the cleanup crew of the DC universe. Someone will know in this chat who is right, who is wrong. Are we both wrong? We could be.
Yeah.
Let us know. Yeah, this one's an obvious. Yeah, Flash 739, Perry White, J. Jonah Jameson. I think that would be awesome. I think
there's Jerry Whiteson.
Right? Okay. Dave's like, I'm with Alex. Well, yeah, of course you're with Alex. You just want free Mondo toys.
Yeah, is that Dial H is where they got the dial. It turns them into randomly a different superhero, and that's like what Ben 10 is basically a modern or not modern anymore, but like a new iteration of it. And and so that in the Doctor Strange world where it's all crazy creatures that you turn into sounds pretty cool.
Oh, okay. Well, I have to look it up. Yeah. What the fuck is Ben 10? Yeah, I agree, Davey. What is that? Toy around White Jameson. I think he's just called him Jameson. He's also a whiskey addict. I'm trying to think of like who. Jessica Jones. Oh man, Jessica Jones and Lois Lane would be a good match.
Oh yeah.
As well.
Is there or Peter Parker and Lois Lane? Spider Lane?
Or is this Parker Lane? There's I don't know. We'll think of this.
Yeah.
We got this.
We'll iron out the details.
All right. That's the only news we're going to be covering. But there was a big announcement. It was huge. I don't know if you know this, Alex. It was a pretty big deal. You were kind of a part of it. And I still feel like it's your fault. But that's just how life goes. And now we're all broke because of you.
Half of Dark Claw.
One half of Dark Claw. Now, we won't get too much into this because I want everyone to kind of go back and watch the replay of Mondo Talk that dropped before this, because this is where they really break it down.
And you'll actually get to see, like, Hector had the sample in hand, so you'll get to see the figure, up close and in person.
Right. So I want everyone to go check that out. But I do want to make sure that we still plug it here just for a little bit, because I'm still kind of wondering, is Alex going to make a Wolverine render for this one? And I'm just kind of slowly waiting.
Yeah, I think that's gotta happen.
It's okay. My birthday's in a month. I'll just let you hum that over.
There are a lot of cool picture options to choose from.
Yeah, that's true, right? Like there's one in particular. I'll just show this one off. Because I mean, how cool would this be if this was Dole and Alice going to work?
Yeah.
It works.
Yeah, exactly.
Except I think hey, for those who don't know, so I am 5'11" and Alice is like the same height I am. So when she wears like heels, I am like a short king. It is like then she makes me feel like Wolverine.
Man, you guys are taller than me. I don't know if
well,
I don't know if this San Diego Comic-Con hang is gonna work.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be the Wolverine in that situation.
Yeah. Weapon Alex. Right? That's what it'll be. We got to do that at some point too.
Yeah,
I like that.
I like that.
Again, I know you showed this off. I just want to give my 2 cents on this. I know I kind of talked about it a little bit on Toy Anxiety. I just can't get enough of this. This is so good. Like I love the torn up. Like there's so much you get with this figure. And again, it's a lot like Rogue in that respect, where it's just like you have the right expressions that you can have. It feels like a different figure with every expression for every portrait that you did on Rogue. And I feel like this X-Men 97 Wolverine, which is the updated Wolverine that everyone's kind of been asking for, and then at the same time you had people that didn't ask for it going, where's Storm? But guess what? We got this. I'm certain Storm is coming because we're all going to buy this one anyways. This is gorgeous, dude.
Thanks, man. Yeah, I mean, like if you're gonna do Wolverine again, like you gotta go all out, you know. So he's got the like swappable torso with the ripped shirt. He's got more heads than we've done. He might have the most portraits in this figure, because it's like you get the full spectrum of his like anger, masked and unmasked options, right?
Right. Like this is such a good shot too.
This head, I was like really trying to channel that X-Men #1 cover. You know,
oh, dude! Now that you said that, I totally. And even this pose almost is very. Yeah.
And
dude.
Cyclops, like his like shouting head on that is kind of, you know, maybe you can recreate that cover a little bit.
This is so good.
Yeah, he's
right. This is just the neutral expression. This is 1/6 shooter again.
This is Raul.
This is Raul.
Raul Guerrero. Yeah, just a phenomenal job. Like just the color palettes he chooses, like having that like magenta light behind him, like complements the like blue and yellow color scheme. Like it's awesome.
Yeah,
it feels like a Sentinel. Like it's cool. He always crushes it on these photos. Like
these are so good. Like. I love all, like, again, just even being able to recreate, like how is anyone supposed to actually recreate this on their shelf?
Like maybe for like I think you need a stand. You'd need a stand.
Yeah. But... Well, hey, I have to give props to Mondo and I have to give props to the Marvel Legends team. So for those who don't know, last week in Vancouver, we had a 4.8 earthquake on Friday. And it's the first time I've ever had to get under my work desk because my whole place was shaking.
Wow.
And it took me a second because I thought when it started, I thought like a big truck was coming down the alley. Sometimes when the garbage truck or the recycling truck comes down, your place shakes a little bit. So it
feels like something hit the building or something. Right?
Yeah. And then all of a sudden it was like, I hear everything creaking. And then my shelves against the wall were like, bang, 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 bang. And I was like, oh my God, all my TVC figures were falling. And I was like, well, this is it. This is how I go. I'm just happy I'm wearing pants. And my biggest worry was like these shelves here, like you'll even see, like you can't see because my head's in the way. Thank God.
Yeah.
So like a lot of them are still knocked over. I still haven't like taken the time.
Oh, wow.
Because it was nature's way of saying, time to dust, you fucking pig. And so I still have to go through and do all of that. Because I've only started doing that. I just got to finish it. And then, but all my Marvel Legends, even the ones on the top shelf, all my Hot Toys, all my Mondo, didn't even budge.
Yeah, nice.
So props to the Marvel Legends team. Props to Mondo. Props to Hot Toys. You guys did great. You guys did great. Hey, Vintage Collection, come with stands. Used to come with stands with 3/4 inch figures.
Star Wars figures in general. I mean, this is not to. I feel like where they put the detents in the ankle discs, they're almost designed to not stand.
Yeah, right.
Like the feet are always at like a little bit. You're either like this or like that.
Yeah, I've gotten pretty good at standing them. It was just
yeah.
Well, there's one wall in particular. It's weird. Anything that I had that was like where I have a shelf on the outside wall, that's like on the other side of that wall is the outside. Those are the ones that were shaking, because the ones that are anything that's near the center, they were all fine. None of those TVC figures fell. And that's the ones where I was like, those are gone. And all of a sudden it was like, oh, those ones stayed. It was weird. Earthquakes are weird. Nature's weird, everybody. Just a heads up. This is great. This is one that they had specifically made because they were like, let's have Wolverine beating up Jabertooth.
Yeah, that might be the picture that gets.
This is just me walking home.
You do not want to mess with that guy,
right? This is a great portrait too, by the way.
Thanks.
This is so good.
And I love the like red lighting on the side of the face there.
Just everything about this has me just like this. The hair's perfect. Face is perfect. Just everything is so good. I just even like how you still have like the stubble on the chin.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Shout out to Tom Rajajowski who painted this and painted each hair on the chest meticulously.
Dude, there's nothing meticulous about that. That was like, he enjoyed that. There's no way no one cannot enjoy that. This is great too. I like that Marvel Legends does this now too.
Yeah. It's a cool, I mean, they've done it for a while, but it's it kind of just helps the whole vibe.
It does. No, I agree. I think this looks really sharp and it looks really good.
Although you do have to put up with his neck being yellow, but maybe it's like pulled down a little bit off the back.
Maybe it's double layered so that the skin never shows.
Yeah, exactly.
In case it rolls up, right? So, you know what? There you go. I just solved everyone's problem. Again, just look at that. That doesn't
crotch. He comes with crotch.
He comes with crotch. This is again. These are so good.
That's like the 92, like a more classic 92 style head.
Yep, but it looks great. It looks great. Yeah. Yeah.
And this is a 10-day window, 10 day as of yesterday. Yeah. So to get this guy and get more accessories than you've ever gotten with a Wolverine figure. Look, he's got the kinetic charged Gambit claws, or if you just want them to be like pink sparkle magic claws for your Wolverine, like it can be that too.
Hey, how much do you want to bet that Marvel Legends, when they do maximum Wolverine, will have these claws?
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. But I mean, or some kind of swooshing. I mean, Wolverines have come with those before, but you've never had a Wolverine figure that comes with a Sentinel head, that comes with a whole other torso, that comes with the ripped shirt, that comes with like 5 heads. Like this is the time. Now is the time.
Now is the time. This is great.
This is the 10-day window. Yeah, that Sentinel guts. That was like, he should be pulling something out of the Sentinel.
Oh man! So when you guys do Beast, are you gonna do the torso that he fits inside?
It would
I'm totally joking because
Would
I
be
already know
pretty
Beast would already be a
yeah, because I mean, think of a 1/6 scale figure. It would be like bigger than a human torso to accommodate that. But I
hey, as
don't know.
someone who owns a ghost, let me tell you, it might actually sell.
Never say
Right?
never.
Never say never. That's true, right? Davey, I used the HasLab damaged Sentinel head as a display piece with my X-Men display.
Nice.
That's
And
brilliant.
and you could probably use these Sentinel bases with your 1/12 scale figures.
Yep. Yeah.
Because
You
the
can't leave it.
Sentinels, like especially in the animation, they kind of differ how big they are depending on the shot.
God, what a flex this is. Look how much better this is.
And shorter. Like this is your short king Wolverine at
Well,
long
he's
last.
shorter, he's stockier. I mean, come on.
Yeah,
It's just,
getting the proportion. I really spent a long time trying to get those Wolverine proportions because it's he's short, right? But he's still drawn like a very super heroic, and stuff. So it's like how to do that, but not just make him look like a scaled down, he should feel short and powerful, right? And obviously in the Marvel, that Marvel Legend, Astonishing X-Men Wolverine, I feel like did a really great job too of capturing that. So it's it's getting that kind of compact vibe to him is
I
fun.
still think that's one of the best figures ever. Is that
Yeah.
Astonishing Wolverine? It's so good. I love that one's on his. I got a special Marvel Legends shelf, in my living room, in the to be featured. So I've got I got the latest
the
maximum
shelf,
kind of, right? So it's got that. It's got one of the caps. It's got the anniversary. The Marvel Legends anniversary cap is on there. I have that latest Grey Hulk with the Bruce Banner that came out last year.
Yeah,
so that one's on there. Warbird from the 80th anniversary line.
Yeah.
And then the Astonishing Wolverine. So it's not a big pack. Oh, and I've got one of the latest Iron Mans too, for the 90s one with the big, almost
that's
like Mega Man boots.
That's like a Marvel Legends Hall of Fame.
It's kind of Dole's Hall of Fame. I don't have a Nightcrawler there because, as you saw, when everyone got a little sneak peek of my place, we did the book, the DC style guide. You got to see behind me or beside me, and that's where I have my Excalibur is there as well. So Excalibur gets a very, very special feature. Zach, and a Tom Whalen pin.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, you get it's the Scott and Jean picture from the Sad Wolverine meme, but it's a pin you can rock, done by Tom Whalen, and I mean that's the idea of being able to have that pin
It's pretty
on
cool.
you. So it's awesome. Yeah,
it is cool. I'm not even going to ask when this is shipping because I got an email from Mondo saying you got to wait for your Poison Ivy. A little slut. That's what it even said.
Yeah,
that's verbatim.
Yeah, most people aren't in any rush to get Poison Ivy, but Ryan's got the itch.
Yeah, nice. I wasn't in a rush until I saw that email. Then I was like, well, I want it now.
I'm with you. I can't wait for that too.
I can't wait for that as well. So everyone, please buy a Wolverine so that we can get a Storm.
Do people want Storm? I'm not. I don't know if I've heard.
Okay.
I don't know if I've heard that.
Did you watch Toy Anxiety last night? It's fine if you didn't.
Yeah. No, I did.
Okay. How close am I to my Wolverine prediction?
I can't say.
Who are you, Hasbro?
I can neither confirm nor deny.
God damn it. Son of a bitch. Okay. No, it's fine. It's fine. I think I'm totally right though, but it's fine. Just looking at past trends. think I'm right.
I don't
Just
know.
saying.
Is that
Saying.
something anyone would even want?
No. Who'd want? We get enough brown figures from Star Wars if you collect those. So,
But yeah, like Davey Sakura, if you guys have any requests, put them in the chat. I'm listening.
yeah. What's Mr. Sinister? Oh, you want that? Oh yeah, yeah. Right. It's a good prediction. Apocalypse to go with Rogue. Dude, I think I am not ready for that Mondo Apocalypse if that ever happens. Right. Of course.
Yeah.
Gooner, Johnny Cock. Of course, he wants Psylocke.
Psylocke for
Yeah.
sure.
Well, yeah, I want Psylocke too. John.
Oh, we don't get like
Queen.
any. That's like the one thing that Marvel Legends hasn't really gone near is like Broods. They did that Brood Wolverine, right?
Right.
But like, and they made a Build-A-Figure Brood Queen like way
that's Toy Biz.
Or it was when Hasbro first took on. There's like the second wave, right?
That was Toy Biz.
I don't know. I feel like it was the wave with Astonishing X-Men Cyclops and like the Rachel Summers Marvel Girl.
Queen
and
Marvel.
Danger. I feel like that was wave 2 of Hasbro Marvel Legends.
Did they do?
Am I wrong?
Did they each do one? Because I have on my shelf still the Toy Biz one.
There's a Marvel Select one.
And I still feel like the Toy Biz Build-A-Figure Brood Queen holds up incredibly.
Yeah. I think we're talking about the same one.
Oh, maybe it is.
Yeah.
Maybe you're right with Danger. Hang on. I had to Google it because I was like, I am certain this was Toy Biz. But maybe this was Hasbro? Yeah. There it is. Like first appearance Captain America. Are we sure this isn't? It's Hasbro.
Is this a Mandela effect?
I think I just Mandela'd myself. Because I was like certain that this was the same, like this was the last wave of Toy Biz.
No, but what because Toy Biz like sort of final thing was the Face Off 2-packs.
Those,
but what was the last Build-A-Figure? Was it Onslaught? Was it the like Crab Onslaught?
Oh my god, was that not one of the biggest disappointments
Yeah.
in toy history?
This is like it was small.
It was small. It was almost the Onslaught that came out when Onslaught came, like when they did like an X-Men wave of the old style X-Men toys, like when they were doing robot fighters and
yeah.
They did that really big
clip-on armor. Yeah, perfect. I think the Marvel Legends Onslaught is pretty good, but like it's not that figure is perfect Joe Mad. All the Joe Madisms are in that figure, and it's awesome. And there's the little bubble on his back where you could see Xavier like getting like sucked into him.
It was so good. That in that same wave, I should try to see if I can find it and I'll share it. Hang on. In that same wave, there was an Apocalypse that came with Ozymandias.
Yes. Yeah, a little like he was on like wheels.
Just like a little mini fig, like a companion figure.
Yeah.
Right?
It was the Apocalypse with the like red mummy wraps. So cool.
So cool. Onslaught Toy Biz Wave. I'm gonna see if I can just find it. No, I don't want those ones. I want like
the classic. Give us that. So, what I mostly it was the Unleashed Wolverine with the like real fur arm hair.
Yep.
And a Jean Grey, a very tall Jean Grey that didn't fit in with my other figures, much to my chagrin, because it was like the first time we got like a proper like blue and tan costume Jean Grey.
Man, okay, hang on. I'm gonna see if I can find.
Have they scrubbed this figure from memory?
Like I don't know what they're doing here. It's like, well, first off, there seems to be like no.
Yes, Zach knows what we're talking about.
Yeah, right.
Badass sculpt. I feel like it was a Phil Ramirez sculpt too. It had that those kind of big hands. And
Okay, we are on the Real Gentleman of Leisure.
oh, well, perfect for us.
That is us. Last I checked. And here they are talking. I know we
Look at
totally
the
just went off the
packaging.
tangent.
This is beautiful packaging.
Everything about this is amazing. I'm just gonna say that straight up. I think this is like so good.
Yeah.
Um,
And like, I mean, how great is that for like synergy where it's like the comic book storyline matches the toys that are in the stores at that time? It's like great. It's like that's how you get like kids reading comics and comic readers buying toys.
yeah, look at that mini juggernaut inside the crystal.
Yeah.
Great accessory. Also, Wolverine with Franklin Richards.
Franklin Richards, yeah.
Come on.
And that's like a perfect Joe Mad Franklin.
Feral Wolverine.
Or a Mighty Max if you want.
If you want your own Mighty Max deluxe figure.
Yeah.
Right.
There's the Xavier trapped in his back.
Trapped in his bag, which is brilliant. And there's that beautiful Apocalypse.
Yeah.
You know what? I have never seen these in person.
What?
I've
Really?
They didn't come up. They didn't make it up to Canada for whatever reason.
Oh,
so there was like a couple waves.
Tragedy.
There's a couple waves near the end that just never made it up here. There's another wave that was like, I think they came with like other robot parts. So it had the Joe Mad Rogue and Joe Mad Gambit in their space outfits.
Yes.
Do you remember?
Yeah, I think I still have that Rogue.
Yeah, we never got those up here.
They were hard to find. I remember even down here, it was like I never saw the Onslaught Jean Grey. I had Apocalypse and Onslaught and the Wolverine, so I guess I did pretty well somehow.
Yeah.
But I remember it was like pretty scarce. It was definitely, I think it was towards the end of the X-Men line.
Right. And even John saying, I only saw these at local comic stores.
Hmm.
Like, I didn't even see those either. And Zach, Captain brags a lot, apparently. Had both Onslaught and Apocalypse. I would have loved to have, because I was so, well, I guess nothing's changed.
I think you should still try to get these, because the Onslaught's super cool. Only problem, so he came with clip-on armor to make him his like second form, and it was awesome. Yeah. But the little red clippy thing for one of his hand gauntlets broke on mine, and it was tragic, and I had to use like hanging wire to like hold it together, and it was never the same.
Zach, they're my Eternia. Nice. I'm down with that. Monsters from Beyond. I'm not buying the X-Men Mondo stuff. I'm buying many other Mondo.
Well,
I love it all. Just no space. Dude, I hear you, Ian. I hear you.
Thank you for any support.
But I am in for a Nightcrawler for sure. Yes.
That'd be sick.
If that ever happens,
flocked or unflocked.
Ooh, could you do that with Beast? Could you make a flocked Beast? Or would that like really?
The only reason why I would do it with, yeah, I mean, you wouldn't want to do it anyway. But with Nightcrawler, his like that's what his skin is supposed to feel like, right?
Yeah, it's supposed to feel like velvet.
That's why they call him Fuzzy Elf.
That's right.
So he's like it. The character's flocked.
I would totally go for it, dude. Because you'd only have to do the face.
Sure.
But I mean, also it would take away from the amazing paint jobs you guys do.
It would look so weird.
And you'd have to do it completely. You have to do it. I'm assuming, I'm just going to talk for you. And as if I know how you do your job entirely. But I would assume that you'd have to do a completely different type of head sculpt to accommodate the flocking.
You would have to just be careful of it, like of it rubbing anywhere. So like,
right. So
the problem would be you couldn't do it like on the underside where it like connects with the neck and all that.
Yeah. So that means okay, flocked confirmed. All right, we're getting this. So yeah, these are great figures. We should do an X-Men retrospect this year on we should go through Toy Biz.
Yeah.
And we should just chew through it.
You've got the light, the ones where they had like the lights, the light feature, the light.
Oh man. Okay. Let's talk about those for 2 seconds. When that wave came out, it
Yeah.
was the biggest deal to me.
Yeah.
Now, because the first thing I did was buy that Nightcrawler, the Joe Mad style Nightcrawler.
Oh.
Because again, for those of you who weren't around in the late 1900s, Joe Mad, I would say, like legit exploded the moment he got onto X-Men.
Yeah.
Because he was doing like fill-in stuff for other books, like where he wasn't really doing anything monthly. So he did a couple issues of Excalibur, but his art looked more like Art Adams,
Right.
with a little bit of his stuff.
Right.
And then even when he did like one of the stories in, pardon me, in Excalibur versus X-Men.
Yeah.
Because he did Nightcrawler versus Beast, I think. Like, because the Beast, his like teenage Beast, the Gladiator Hank.
Oh, I've never read this.
You haven't read this?
Was this an annual? This sounds like an annual.
It wasn't an annual. It was just a special, and it was just called Excalibur versus X-Men.
Yeah, yeah.
And then now I can't remember who did it, just took the original 5 X-Men, but then scattered them through time, and then transported the current team of Excalibur to that timeline. So like Beast wasn't an X-Men, he was in the Roman Empire, and he was Gladiator Hank. Right? And then we're dealing with Ice Age Iceman. And we've got
and Joe Mad does the art?
Joe Mad did the art for just one of the fights, and it was Nightcrawler versus Gladiator Hank.
Wow. Sounds cool.
Dude. So good. Dude, I want to be on that retrospective. I think we should just do a panel.
Yeah.
Panel of dudes.
Gentlemen of leisure.
Leisure. We'll be leisurely gentlemen. Talking about
the liege of unextraordinary gentlemen.
The lieging. I don't think that's a word.
I hope it's not.
Like, we do just
leaging.
Just leaging around.
It's a liege.
Don't mind me. I'm just gonna liege.
Bro, do you even liege?
Yeah. No, dude. That's okay. We're gonna end it there. But yeah, everyone go. I'm okay. Next week, if you guys send me art next week and we do an episode, I'm also gonna show you that cover to Avengers versus X-Men.
Yes.
Just so that you know what to look for. But I could just take a photo of it and send it to you later this week or on the weekend. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to make you wait. You're going to see it when everyone else does. Or you could Google it. But who's got time to Google these days?
It sounds made up.
Yeah, when the information's right there on Twitter. And everyone's right on Twitter. That's where all the facts are. That's where facts go to die.
They have to go there, right?
They gotta. Hey, someone's gotta go. All right. So I guess with that done, Alice's link for her comic is down the link below. MondoShop.com. Buy your Wolverine. Link down below. Toy Anxiety on Tuesdays. That's where you will find me. And I'm trying to think if there's, and we've got people that have helped out our channel and stuff like that as well. Also, they got just some nice little links of just things you can buy from them. Why not? We don't get anything from it. We just want to promote them. They're nice people. Think otherwise that's it.
All right. That's the news. Lot of news.
A lot of news. Look at this. And we kept it to an hour. Again, god damn it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No. Wait, we're over.
We're way over.
We're way over.
Yeah. All right. Have a good night, everyone. We'll see you soon.